Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be one that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I finally pulled all the products. I had to do a little bit of research and I had everything that I needed to actually create this video. So I wanted to do a video with all Latin owned brands, and I wanted to do as much of a full face as I could. So I think except for primer and mascara, I was able to pull off an entire look. So we're going to start with, I already primed my eyes because I didn't have that either. So we're going to start with the foundation from Beauty Blender. And Beauty Blender, the owner is Reina Silva, and she's from she's Mexican and Portuguese background. Her mom is Mexican and her dad is Portuguese. So I thought that that was pretty interesting. That I always forget I have to unlock this thing. That I'm going to try to put it straight on my brush. This is the foundation that I do not like the packaging, but I thought it was pretty interesting. When I started doing research on brands that were owned by Latinos, I was really shocked about Beauty Blender, because I thought with a name like Beauty Blender, you know, it never even crossed my mind. Also, another one that really shocked me was Tata Harper. She's Venezuelan, and I thought that was pretty interesting. I didn't know that. I do not own any Tata Harper. You know, she has a skincare, and I really don't own any of her skincare. It's supposed to be really good. It is very pricey, and I've never tried it, so I really can't tell you whether it is worth the price or not. I haven't even sampled it, I don't think, because usually if I get those little sample packets, I don't keep those, guys. One use is not going to tell me if I like something or not, but if my skin doesn't like it, it might break me out, so I don't think it's worth risking it. Yesterday I used a mask that I received on my Ipsy bag, and it was from Youth to the People, which is an excellent brand, and I have used products from them before, samples mainly that I've received in beauty boxes. And it's one of those masks that is a moisturizing mask. It's not a sheet mask. You know, it's one that you just apply on your face and then you leave it on for like 20 minutes and rinse it off. Well, I forgot that I had it on for probably like 2 hours, because it wasn't sticky. It wasn't, you know, like some of them are like blue and stuff like that, that you can tell, you know, it will remind you that you have something on your face that doesn't belong there. But this one, you know, my face looked normal. Well, it really irritated my chin and my forehead. I did end up rinsing it off, but last night I had like little bumps on my chin and right here on my forehead, which is very sensitive. I can't even have my eyebrows waxed, because if I do, I break out like right under my eye, all around my eyebrows in the middle. And I didn't know my chin was sensitive, but I guess it is. So last night the only thing I put on my face was my CDB oil, and this morning it was all better. So as you can see, this has a pretty good coverage. I'm going to put just a tiny more on my cheeks, and I'm not putting a lot on my brush to begin with. You really don't need a lot of this foundation. It's like a little goes a long ways, but I just want to see if I can cover a little more of the spots I have on my face. And as you can see, it does a pretty good job. And I'm not putting any under my eyes, because I'm going to put concealer there, and I don't want to build too much product down there. Another thing I did to myself yesterday, I was doing my brows. I plucked my eyebrows, and then I always get one of those little mini shavers, and you know, because I get like a lot of little hairs like going, you know, down, and I always just shave those off. I cut myself right there. So it's like, okay, yesterday was not a good day for pampering myself or taking care of myself or anything like that. Alright, so this is the foundation. And now for concealer, it is also the Beauty Blender concealer. This one again is very thick. It has full coverage, so I just start with just a little, and I'm just going to fast forward through this because this is kind of boring. I'm going to put just a tiny bit more just to see if I can cover this darkness dot right here. And I'm going to spread it with my finger this time. Okay, so for powder, I didn't think I had any, and then I started looking through my stash and I found a deluxe sample of Kat Von D, and Kat Von D is from a Mexican background. I never used it. It still has a little seal on it, and I just broke the seal. So let me stop this and I'll be right back. Well, that was fun. Do not break the little tab, okay? So I'm just going to put a little bit in the cap. And I've heard this is supposed to be a really good powder. I've never used it, as you can see. So I really couldn't tell you. So I'm just gonna grab a clean brush and just use a little bit. Oh, that was a little too much. And I'm mainly going to be using it in my T-zone and where I put like the rest of my powders, so that nothing gets stuck to this. Did you guys hear that? It's thundering. It looks like it's going to pour here. It's really nice and ugly outside. Very very dark. Okay, then I'm going to go with a fluffy brush with just a little bit to just set the rest of my face lightly. All right. Oh, and I even found a nail polish. My nail polish is from Kathleen Lights, KL Polish, and she's Cuban American. So yeah. So this is one of her shades. It's this one right here. KL polish, and it was in Prince Cornelius, which I think that was her dog's name, or is her dog's name. But KL polish is no longer around. She does have a new nail brand now, but I do not own any of those polishes. I don't really need any more nail polishes right now. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes, and then I'll finish the rest of my face. So for my eyes, I want to use Melt Cosmetics, and the owner of Melt Cosmetics is Laura Arellano, and she's Mexican American, and this is one of my favorite eyeshadow brands. I think they have beautiful, gorgeous shadows. This is a Gemini palette, and I really do enjoy their eyeshadows. And then this one is the 27 palette. And now she's coming out with a new one, 24 I think it's called. And this is it. So I want to do something a little different today. I want to create something matte, all matte on my eyes. So I think I'm going to use the 27, or maybe oh gosh, my nose itches. Or maybe a combination of both, but I think I'm going to start with the 27. All right, so I'm going to get a fluffy brush, and I'm going to speed through some of this so that this video is not super long. So I'm going to start with this one right here, which is called Naked Sleep. the first one, and I'm going to put that on my crease. I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm going to use this one right here, and this one is called Nip Slip, NIP Slip, and I'm just going to go a little lower. I'm going to take a fluffier brush and just kind of blend. I'm going to take the first color and blend and put a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to use this in my outer V to start darkening that area. Okay, so I'm going to take the first blending brush and just kind of like blend everything together. We'll have major fallout there. Yeah, that's not gonna go anywhere. All right, on this side too. All right, so I think I want to take a little more of this orangey color because I kind of lost it, and put it on my crease. I kind of went up when I put that other brown, that orangey color kind of went away. And this one is called Moxie. Okay, I'm going to go to the Gemini palette, and I want to use the lightest color on here, which is Luna, to try to put it on my lid. And I'll clean the mess up once I'm done with the complete eye look. If you guys hear noises in the background, it's my dad. Just nothing extra on my brush. I'm just trying to go over the line. Okay, now I still need a lighter color, and I don't seem to have it in either one of the palettes. So I'm going to take my Alamar Cosmetics, and this is a it's a pale bronzer, a darker bronzer, and then just like a powder. And Alamar Cosmetics is owned by Gabriela Trujillo, and she's Cuban American. So I want to go ahead and use that on the inner part of my lid. Okay. I am going to take from the Gemini palette. Wow, there's fallout even on the palette. It's pretty powdery. This color right here that is called Bonnie, that is black. And I'm going to put just a tiny bit on the outside of my outer V. Whoa, that is pigmented. Okay, let's clean up the mess. Okay, I'm going to take this dark brown and go under my lid, my lower lash line. Okay, I am going to put mascara and primer, and these are now Latin owned brands, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I have my mascara on and I use the Dior lash primer, which I don't know if it's because I've had it too long, but it really didn't do much for my lashes. And then the Thrive Cosmetics, this is a deluxe size sample. Now for my brows, I am going to use the Reina Rebelde brow pomade, which I really never wear pomade, but this is the only Latina owned brand that I could find for brows. So we are going to go very easy on this and see what happens. Well, let me comb these things first. Okay, so I think that's the best that I'm going to be able to do. I usually don't use pomades. I pretty much use pencils most of the time. Somehow, okay, seemed like the camera was crooked. All right, so I'm going to use a little bit of the Alamar powder that I use on my inner lid under my brow. I'm trying to keep everything matte. I am going to put a little bit of highlighter on my inner corner, but that's about it. I do like matte looks once in a while. I really do. I think they look very pretty. You don't have to have shimmer all the time. And this is a nice powder. So I'm going to be using this color right here as my bronzer, and it is very light. She had either light or medium, and sometimes when I go medium it's a little dark for me, so I felt better going with a lighter color, and because I don't use bronze all the time, so this is okay. I also own some lip glosses from her, some liquid lips, and both of her palettes, and then some brushes that I got on Boxycharm, which is they're very nice. I have face brushes. I was gonna look. I thought maybe this was one of them. It's not. And also eye brushes. So it's very nice. Okay, so for blush, I'm going to use another one of her Colorete palette, which Colorete is what we call, and Cubans call blush. And where is my Colorete brush? I'm just going to use this one right here. I think I'm going to use for this one right here, which is called Paradise. As you can see, we're having the Snowing Symphony starting. That's very pretty. I love that shade. Very, very pretty. All three shades are really pretty, but this one is my favorite one. The other ones are called Scorcher and Castaway. Alright, for highlighter, now I couldn't find Hank and Henry. The owner, his name is Henry Vasquez, and he even talks about his abuela in his stories. I couldn't find his nationality or his background, but I'm assuming that he is Latin American somehow, Latino, Americano. I'm not sure. I really couldn't find it, but I'm gonna go with my gut feeling and say that he probably is. So I am going to use this small brush right here. This is one that I received when he was having the beauty boxes a while back. And this is Brilliant Pearls Highlight in Glow Bandit. And this is very, very pretty. Look at that. Look at that. How pretty. I'm gonna go over it a little bit with my powder brush because I don't want it to be super crazy. But this is beautiful. I don't even know what color you would call that. So pretty. Because it's not really gold or it's not champagne. It's just gorgeous. It's almost like it's got like a little bit of bronze in it. Okay, I'm gonna go over it with my powder brush just to kind of mix everything together. All right, and now for lips. All right, guys, for lips, I have Melt Cosmetics, and I have a lip liner from Melt. And where's my lipstick? And a lipstick from Besame. And Besame, the owner of Besame is... This one I was kind of... Well, I was shocked and I wasn't. Because of the name Besame means kiss me in Spanish. But, I don't know, just because of the vibe. I love that store. If you guys ever go into the website, it's almost like vintage. Their packaging is really beautiful. So, Reina Rebelde, like I told you guys, the owner, I didn't give you the name of the owner. Her name is Regina Mersons, and she's Mexican. Besame Cosmetics, and they, like I said, they have like a vintage vibe to them. The owner is Gabriela Hernandez. She's Venezuelan. And Hank and Henry, like I said, I couldn't find out. One thing that I found that was interesting is the person that started Birchbox. She's also Latina. Her name is Katia Bouchamp, but she's of Latina descent, and I thought that was really interesting. And also Sigma Beauty. The owner is Simone Oliveira Xavier. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Some of the brands that I discovered that I had no clue. I should have looked at this. It kind of looks like it needs to be sharpened. You guys hear the thunder? And the shade on this lip liner is looking at it upside down. It's funny, the other day I was watching a young girl and she kept saying, I can't even tell whether this is upside down or not. And I thought, well, I don't feel so bad now. I can read it. I will list it below. And then this is a lipstick from Besame, and it's a real pretty, like rosy, dark rose pink. And the color actually is called Chocolate, but I don't think it looks, I think it has like rose in it. Look, chocolate to me is more brown, and this one doesn't. This may not be the right lip liner for it. But I think it has like some pink in it. And then I brought a lip gloss from Alamar Cosmetics. And this one, let me see if I can read the shade on this one. It's back here. And probably not. I will list it below. Oops, almost dropped something else. I already dropped a brush. Okay, so that's just gonna put it on the center of the lip. So this is the completed look. I like it. I think that these Latinas, Latino, they have amazing talent, beautiful products. I really do love it, and it's funny that I own so many of them. I knew about Alamar, and I knew about Milk Cosmetics. You know, Henry Vasquez, you know, of course, I assume he's, you know, Latino, but I had no idea about the Beauty Blender, because it's funny, because when I was looking through it, I'm going, you know, I haven't heard of a Latino foundation owner, and then when I started doing research and I came up with Beauty Blender, I was so shocked. Now see, this, as careful as I was, look how that gets dirty. That I can't stand, so I have to go and wipe it down now. And this is the reason that as much as I like this foundation, it keeps me from using it sometimes. And it's really frustrating. But anyways, this is a completed look. I was able to fix my boo-boos with a little bit of concealer. So a lot of people do their eyes first. I'm just not used to it. I have always done my face first. So I just decide if there's something that happens afterwards, I'll just clean it up with concealer. It makes a great eraser, and you know, but I just can't. I can't get myself to do it the other way. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did, and let me know if you knew that some of these brands were Latino owned or not. I mean, I think some of them are pretty obvious, and I think most of us know that Kale Polish, that Kathleen Lights is Latina, that she's Cuban descent. But I think it was very interesting. I really enjoyed doing my little bit of research, and I found a lot of other cosmetic companies, but none that I was familiar with. But I would definitely like to dip my toes in there and see how, you know, those companies, how the more indie brands, to see how, you know, their products work. So anyway, thank you guys for spending some time with me. I hope that you all are staying home, and those of you that can't because you have to go to work, thank you so much. And I pray for your safety every single night. And you guys stay safe. I love you, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye. Mwah.